Greetings and happy Halloween, flesh wound feet freaks. Sorry, I'm still reeling from the last one. And it's been a whole couple days. So yes, happy Halloween. Welcome to Slashtober Halloween night. I'm Flesh Wound Dan, joined by producer Todd.
Good evening.
Pugs Dread.
Namaste, trick or treat.
And Mike Kruger.
Welcome to primetime, bitch.
Kruger, while you're on it, let us know how it works.
So what we do for our Slashtober special is rate and review a Halloween-themed film, and then at the end of the episode, we add that movie to a list compiled from our previous episodes to vote and decide which of the films we want to eliminate, leaving us with our top 3 Halloween horror films, aka our 3 final girls. And once we get to the final episode of this season, Slashtober, we will choose one of those final 3 as this season's winner. So Todd, why don't you tell us what movie we have tonight and what this year's Slashtober statistics have been so far?
Well, after last week's controversial episode, we are down to Terrifier, Trick or Treat, and The Hazing.
Boo!
Previously eliminated, The Clown Murders, Stan Helsing, American Fright Fest, Halloween Night, Killer Eye Halloween Haunt, Murder Party, The Pumpkin Carver, Hack-A-Lantern, Ernest Scared Stupid, Cemetery of Terror, and The Guest. Now,
Fuck you, Dan.
I want to put it over.
You're just asking for it.
I want to put it over. The Guest made it all the way to number 11 from number 1. So
Dan just stole my wrestling tongue. I hope you guys understand this.
The disrespect was real right there.
All right, now. And tonight we have Satan's Little Helper. Dan, why don't you tell us about Satan's Little Helper?
We do. We gotta pretty much.
He's on the show, man.
Commit a felony at this point to top the last one. All right. So Satan's Little Helper is a 2004 film from legendary director.
Oh, same year as the other piece of shit. Cool.
Director-writer Jeff Lieberman. And in this one, during Halloween, a naive young boy unknowingly becomes the pawn of a serial killer who has taken the form of his favorite video game character. All right, Satan's Little Helper. So before we get into it, this is well, I don't know. I made assumptions on the last one, so on this one. This is another movie, kind of a cool title, but I remember, once again, going to the video store, catching my eye, but this also could be like Lionsgate crap at that time. Flip it over. Jeff Lieberman caught my eye, as well as Catherine Winnick. Yeah.
It's fun. Throughout this tournament, Dan's exposed his lack of Fangoria reading. If you didn't know The Hazing or Satan's Little Helper going in, I'm just throwing that out there.
I could have discovered them in Fangoria first. Sometimes, but still, until you watch them,
they were both highly anticipated for me. Day one purchases.
Yeah, but at the
Real
same
ones.
time, I know I rented Hazing first, but I bought it immediately after. But anyways, I was also going to say Amanda Plummer. Always been a big fan of Amanda Plummer. Doesn't get enough credit. Freeway, she's amazing. So any first time watches on this one?
Not for me.
Okay, I didn't think so on this one. I figured everybody watched it. All right, well then I'll go. So this one is another that it's I don't know if I'll go as far as to say yearly, but it's almost yearly. When I heard the Blu-ray was coming out, I was
coming out in a few weeks.
Yep, 3 weeks, right? Something like that.
End of the month.
Yeah,
there you go.
And if you haven't seen it, you really should. I think this one is just fun. We have a great killer. I think just so many, just the family just being so clueless, and the kid. My favorite
Young
part,
Dan?
and I'm not a gamer, but when he was pushing the kid in the basket, and they were just like, "Baby, 10 points," like just knocking over the old lady. it's fun, it's light, and I just have a blast with it. I was a little surprised, like Jeff Lieberman, and yeah, I mean he's got a hell of a resume, of course. I don't know that it's his best film, but it showed that he still has it. I love this movie. I have such a blast. It's got kind of an odd vibe, very strange family. Amanda Plummer's just so good at playing these sort of just
Awkward, weird.
very just weird
means well.
characters. Yeah. And we get Satan. We also get Jesus in this, and the way it all unfolds, I think, is just hilarious. This definitely gets me in the mood. Again, this definitely horror comedy for sure. It's not the most serious movie on the list. There's no, I wouldn't say it's like the best gore fest if that's what you want.
No.
But I just have a lot of fun with it. I love Jeff Lieberman, and the name is escaping me at the moment, but he wrote a pretty good book about his career that you should check out. What say you guys?
Cougar?
Yeah, so I remember watching this movie on some sort of streaming service very early on when streaming was becoming a thing. It was like on the first Roku I think I ever bought. And
I know it was on Netflix early on too.
It could have been Netflix. I can't remember exactly where, but I remember around Halloween time just seeing this movie and throwing it on and loving it on when I first saw it. I hadn't revisited it since then, and I felt like my memory berries kind of deceived me a little bit this time. I love the intro with the kid playing, against God in his video game like that. That's all fun. And I love how provocative the story is. And this kid saying he's going to be, Satan's best little helper. Why he also kind of wants to marry his sister. There's some weird stuff going on in there.
Yeah, I was going to say incestuous.
Yeah.
Weirdness.
Broken clock.
And and I'll be honest, the characters are well done. Like this, poor little reclusive kid that just loves Halloween and, just loves his sister, having to deal with her new boyfriend that he hates, and the way that plays into the person who's playing Satan. Just really cool stuff. But for some reason, I thought the kills were better in this. And I felt they were very, very lackluster. I mean, this movie does scream Halloween with its costumes and all of that stuff. And also shout out to Honey Bunny from Pulp Fiction. Having her play the mom was nice. But the final act to me just felt very, very predictable. And I was left just remembering this movie as way better than I felt it was on this rewatch. I do still like it, and it's definitely one that I will revisit over the years. But I'm just so soured because I thought it was so great when I was a kid, and then watching it now, it didn't hold up nearly as well. But I still recommend it if you've never seen this movie, especially during Halloween time. You want to throw it on, at least to say that you've seen it once. But I just really remembered it being a lot better than what it was. And I'm kind of sad about that because I was really looking forward to this rewatch. I may still pick up the Blu-ray. I'm not sure. But overall, it was weird. I went into it super excited and came out like, wow, that really wasn't as good as I remembered it. At least for my taste I have now today. Maybe when I was younger, I was a little bit easier to please, but when you review as many fucking horror movies as we do, sometimes you get a little jaded in your views, and I think that's kind of where I'm at with this one.
I'm curious what happened to Pugs in 2004. Pugs?
I graduated. Life became real.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, sorry.
But this was I fucking love this movie. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. This is a fucking great time. I love this little short bus riding kid and his fucking video game obsessions and his love of Satan and his sister, who is one of the most beautiful women in the fucking world, and we will talk about her also in Hellraiser.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Lagertha. Oh my god, the baddest bitch on the planet. Ronda Rousey. Well, I'm not gonna say that. You know what? I'm not gonna cause problems.
I'm thinking Rousey probably takes that one, Bugs, but
Yeah, but I think she might go after me for saying it. Either way, I love where this movie goes. And is it predictable? Sure, but honestly, that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Should I have something else to say? Yeah, it's just so much fun, and also they're kids, or he's the kid. So I do prefer when Halloween movies have younger children, like not to shit on the hazing, but like these are fucking college people.
Yeah,
fuck these people. These little kids, I want them to have a good time. I don't want them to be in danger. So Dan, stay away.
There was something just funny about just the kid's reaction to just him doing these.
It's so innocent and dumb, and
somehow he played it perfect. It plays cast this perfect.
It plays into that video game thing though, where he's so obsessed with this video game where he's doing all these terrible acts to defile God on his Game Boy, and then he gets it in real life, and what's better than that shit?
And I do think this is probably not entry level horror, but the second tier, kind of I'm brave enough to watch Stranger Things. Let's see if I'm ready for Fear Street, something that's a little more gory. I think this is that second tier because at certain parts, the kill, even though the killer's a basic white mask devil guy, it's scary as fuck if you're that kid's age.
I won't argue. His look is awesome as fuck.
Yeah, and then we get a Maniac Cop slight reference towards the end. I was like, this is badass. So I fucking love this movie, dude. It's great. Halloween as fuck throughout.
Yeah, and the fact that we're trick or treating so much, that always is a fun time in the Halloween movie. Yeah, I love it too. For all the reasons stated. Minus Kruger. I know Kruger enjoyed it, but I also get that going back a lot of times from movie childhood.
Yeah, I just remembered it being such a fun little slasher, and then going back and again, we just watched Terrifier 2 not that long ago. My fucking brain is kind of jaded when it comes to these goddamn movies, but it didn't hold up to my memory of it, and maybe. In 10 years, my taste will change again. I'll stop being such a sick fuck that's just obsessed with gore, and maybe I'll like it again. But just this time, it did not hold up for me as well as it used to.
It happens.
It does. It's at least you didn't end up hating it. It's just
no, definitely not.
Yeah. Well, let's rate it. Kruger.
I was tossed up between a 2.5 and a 3 out of 5. I hate to do this and give it the same rating as that piece of shit, The Hazing, but I'm a 2.5 out of 3. I'm a 2.5 out of 5.
Pugs.
I am a 4 out of 5. I fucking love this movie.
Dan.
I am also a 4 out of 5.
I'm a 4.5 out of 5. So okay, now it's time for elimination. Up for elimination, we have Terrifier, Trick or Treat, The Hazing, Satan's Little Helper. Kruger. What goes?
The Hazing.
Pugs.
The Hazing. Fuck that piece of shit.
Dan.
Read them one more time, Todd. Sorry to do it to you.
Terrifier, Trick or Treat, The Hazing, or Satan's Little Helper.
Don't you dare.
If you'd like me to go first, I will, Dan. I already have my.
Go ahead, because I'm honestly thinking it through.
I already know.
The Hazing.
Oh.
I love that movie, but I can't in good conscience get rid of Trick or Treat, Satan's Little Helper.
Well, I'll reveal what I was going to do. Terrifier.
I knew you were
Halloween. Now, if it was 2, it could be a different argument, but
say that it might be next year.
Yes, that's true.
Well, no, I mean on the Halloween part, but I'd say Terrifier 1 less Halloween out of all of them. But that is fine. Hazing did take out Dan Stevens, so I've got that.
You go ahead and rub that in, Dan. Get it while you can.
All right. Well, on that, we only got one more episode left. And
that should be interesting.
I think the biggest fight may have already happened, or it may not have.
Who the fuck knows? You never know.
There is one more fight-worthy thing that could happen. But you'll have to tune in next time to find out. Kruger's he's preparing. He's training now for that shit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Stay tuned for the finale, guys. Keep having an awesome Halloween, and we'll see you soon.
Good evening.
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Check your candy. I'll see you in Disneyland.